That is what ignited the arcade revolution. When Atari was going like gangbusters in the early 70s, Nolan Bushnell signed a young engineer named Steve Jobs to develop a game called Breakout. Steve Jobs enlisted his friend Steve Wozniak, and together they developed this game Breakout. Jobs and Wozniak took lessons learned from developing that game to go on to form a little company called Apple. Well, we tried to get all the most important electronics, and we were very lucky to get this computer space. We have Space Invaders, which came out in '78 and really was the first blockbuster hit. Then we had Pac-Man, which was probably the most popular game of all time. Brought women and children into the arcade. We have, of course, Donkey Kong, and introduced Mario, and him in our arcade. We're pretty old school. We have 80s music piped in. For the little kids, we hand you a milk crate and go to town.
Come on, make a month proud about being sticky butter this way. This is me and Shadow. You have this with
The most excited visitors are people in their 40s and 50s who grew up with this. I was in 7th grade in 1978 when Space Invaders hit. Life was never been the same.
Something like this, where there's so much experience, I think parents can educate everybody on their own. You live this era, you go to vaccinations and play video games, and you start to get dark and you go to my home. So there's no one better to teach them than the ones that lived it. And my son asked me when did the tickets come out? And I'm like, there's no tickets that come out of the game. At the pool hall, I played Street Fighter. Quarters went in. Oh, I'm waiting for them to get their fill, and then it's my turn.
How do you stop?
Yeah, that's my brother, and then I don't know where the other one is.
I get it. These aren't on TV.
They're
my
friends.
Okay, well,
I
how about you get out of here?